Boom. What's up, everyone? 9:30 in the morning. Let's go. It's Be More Training. I'm ready for this. I hope you guys are ready for this as well. Today, we're going to be going over the emotional cycles of change. The emotional cycles of change, all right? So this is something that everybody goes through. Everybody goes through the emotional cycles of change. But what I wanted to do today was bring clarity to it. I saw it about 3 days ago, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and it helped me build clarity. So I want to bring it to you guys to build clarity as well. Everyone goes through this: relationships, personal relationships, business relationships, family, sports, weight loss, 2020, emotional cycle of change. And we're going to outline it here today. So give me a heart if you guys are listening. If you're excited for this, hit that heart, share on your page as well, because we're about to get started. All right, so check this out. So first phase of the emotional, this chair's gonna drive me crazy. The first phase to the emotional cycle of change is called, can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? It's called, actually, let's do this. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure. Let's do this. I'm going to put that right here. All right, there you go. The emotional cycle of change. Phase one, uninformed optimism. If you're writing notes, uninformed optimism. If somebody could type it out, put it in the comments below as well. Uninformed optimism is phase one. Oh, this is what it looks like. Oh, that seems interesting. I think I could do that. I bet I could do that. Listen, I saw this ad about whatever, right? Drop shipping. Listen, I saw this ad about drop shipping. That's something I could do. Totally. I could do that anytime. Real estate, totally got it. So you're very excited, right? You're very excited about get this thing started. We all have that where we get that initial high of something new and something creative and something amazing. And so we jump into it. We're very excited, right? Uninformed optimism. You might know where this is starting to go. Phase two. Oop, let's put it right here. See, IP, informed pessimism. What's up, Carla? Informed pessimism. Oh man, and this is what this looks like. This is phase two. Oh my gosh, that's way harder than I thought it was going to be. Man, there's a lot more to read than I thought there was going to be that I had to read to learn about this whole thing. Man, there's a lot more action that I have to take than I initially thought. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. And what this kind of looks like is like, say for example, I don't know, you're gonna start digging a well, right? You're gonna start digging a well to get more water. And once you start digging, you're like, golly, man, this is taking forever. I'm digging forever. I'm not getting any water. What is the point? This thing is way harder than I thought it was. Y'all know what I'm talking about when you are very excited about something and then you realize just how hard it is. Real estate's a great example, right? So informed pessimism, you start to feel more of the pain, then you start to feel the gain, right? And then we hit this. Phase three. I'm just going to do this. Let me put an O in the middle of that because that doesn't look right. There we go. The Valley of Despair. Phase three. The Valley of Despair. You know what, guys? I can't do this. I'm doing a lot of work. I'm not seeing any results. I'm doing a lot of sacrificing for my family, for the people who love me, for the things that I enjoy. I don't go golfing. I don't go hunting anymore. I'm putting in all this work and I'm not seeing any results. You know what? I quit. I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. What's the point? And then so you know what we do? We go down this cycle, super excited. Oh, you know what? This is way harder than I thought it was going to be. And we're at rock bottom. You know what? I can't do this. So what do? Right here is probably where you start to, man, you know what? What's going on social media? It starts to get a little hard, so you start to get a little unfocused. Because what's the point of staying focused? It's not working, right? So then you go up to social media, start checking social media, start scrolling, you start watching some YouTube videos. Before you know it, a few 30 minutes to an hour, 2 hours have went by, and you're like, man, you go back to this, and you're like, I don't really want to do this. But while you're watching that Facebook, while you're watching that YouTube, you start viewing others and you start believing that you could do what they're doing because all they're doing is showing the great side of whatever they're doing. Let's use real estate, for example. Some people just show the world of all the greatness that real estate is. And say, for example, you were going for, I don't know, you want to be a nurse, I don't know. But you see this thing, this real estate thing, you're like, oh, you know what? I bet I could do that. That seems exciting. 75-hour course, pre-licensing, I could do that. So boom, where do you move right back to? Uninformed optimism. Very excited. I could do this. You start studying for it. Oh, you know what? This is a lot harder than I thought. Valley of despair. Ah, man, you know what? What's the point? I'm not getting anywhere. Nothing's working. This just sucks. I quit. Ooh, drop shipping. Drop shipping looks fun. I bet I could do that. It doesn't look like a lot of stuff to do. Order the program, order the course. You know what? There's a lot more work than I thought there was going to be. I quit. Oh, look at that new thing. I'm going to go do that new thing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go do that new. Oh, man, it's a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to quit. Who runs into this? Guys, I run into this. I have ran into this before. Who has seen this before? What's up, Dave? Enter the social media trap, 100%. Who goes through this? Be honest. Hit that like button. Hit that heart button. Let me know. This is a trap. This is a trap, guys. And you know what? So have y'all heard of the 80-20 rule? I know you guys have heard of the 80-20 rule. Let's bring that up closer. Oh, no. Am I still here? Can y'all see me? Oh, well, that was weird. Anyways, so you know the 80-20 rule, right? It says, 20% of your activities drive 80% of your results or whatever, but everything has an 80-20. There's the top 20%, and then you got like the 80% who show up every once in a while or whenever they want to show up. I will bet that 99% of people, human beings, go through this cycle and get stuck. 99. It's the top 1% that get uncomfortable, because the point of this is that you get so uncomfortable. What's the point? I need to go right back to my comfortable world. I need to go right back to my pillow. And so you do, and you get trapped into this, and you blame other people, right? It's just too hard. Anybody can do it. Oh, it's easy for them to do it. 99% of people get stuck in this circle. But all the super successful entrepreneurs, the super successful business people, the super successful athletes get past the valley of despair. Because do you think this lasts forever? Do you guys think this lasts forever? It doesn't. It's temporary. So what happens is, once you move the valley of despair, once you slay this ugly dragon right here that's constantly trying to hold you down, it does a really good job to 99% of the people out there. Then you move to phase 4, which is IO. For my Ohio people, OH. IO. Right? I know some Michigan fans are probably going to go ahead and exit this video, but informed optimism. So you move out of here and you move into informed optimism, which is, you know what? This is hard, but I think I could do it. This is very difficult, but I'm going to put one step in front of the other and just get through these little moments. Informed optimism. I know it's not smooth sailing, but I don't think it's supposed to be. I'm going to keep moving forward. Informed optimism. Who's been here? Who's here now? What up, Dave? Who's here now? People that have been through this before may help you. Oh, yeah. So this is huge, right? Because a lot of people, this is where, since 99% of the people, right in between here, right here. Oh, right here is where you start discussing who are the top 5 people I surround myself with. What does my environment look like? Who are my mentors? because there's been people that have went through this crap that is going to help you, the tips, the tools, the encouragement, the motivation, the systems, the people, to pull you out of the valley of despair and move you to informed optimism. This group of people right here is going to help you get here. Now, they won't get you there. That's ultimately your problem. That is all on you. That is your extreme ownership to get you here. But these people help. These people are what we call multipliers. They multiply your life. They push you to do very uncomfortable things. Hence this was very uncomfortable. They keep you going and being very uncomfortable. And they get you to informed optimism, okay? That's phase 4. Who's taking the, Sarah? Man, Sarah, DM me after this, you get a t-shirt. I'm giving you a t-shirt. Thank you so much, Sarah. Hey, hit a heart if this is resonating with you. Share with anybody that you think needs to see this, because this brings clarity to that emotional cycle. And when you could build clarity, then you could build power. All right? So we got phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. Finally, phase 5. What's that say? Success. Whatever you define success to be. This is when you get to success. This is when you have built in habits, daily. Guys, so many people see like the big things that people are doing. I just posted something where we brought on 100 people into my revenue share. That was daily habits, these very small little things that you do every single day. You'll see people who post these big things. They're like, man, that's crazy. How'd they even get there? They don't even know they got there. They keep their head down and all they do is grind. Informed optimism. This is hard, but I'm going to put one foot in front of the other every single day. I will stay consistent every single day. I will align myself with the correct people that are going to help me get to the next position every single day. I will get uncomfortable every single day, and you'll have success. Phase 5, success or habits. Okay? Let me see those hearts. Let me see those like buttons. Share with anybody that you think needs to hear this. I will guarantee you, I'll just draw a person. I'll draw this like this. Your circle over here, see that sad face? Listen, they're not happy. They're stuck in this cycle. They're stuck in this circle forever. 99% of people, which is sad. This is why it's important to bring clarity to this. I guarantee you over here, these people, your whole circle has changed. Once you've made it to phase 5, go look back at that circle. They're completely different people. Because one thing that these people couldn't get through is getting out of their own way. They didn't think correctly. They didn't think that they could do it. They allowed emotion to get a hold of them. They found out they couldn't do it and they quit. Your circle here will look completely different than your circle today at success, whatever success is. And at this point, it has become a lifestyle. It is now part of your life. What questions do you guys have? Does this help bring clarity? The emotional cycle of change. Does this help bring clarity? Keep hitting that heart, guys. Does that person, if a guy or of a guy, have an awesome beard once they reach phase 5? Yes, because you work so much, keep your head down so much, you forget to shave. Matter of fact, let's just do it, right? Whatever. I'm not adding the stash because that's going to be crazy. This is women. So what? Grow a beard. Don't grow a beard. Well, grow a beard if you want. It's your success. You do whatever you want. But is there any questions about this? Listen, I want to say that everybody goes through this, man. But I want this to bring clarity to what the actual phases look like. And I really want to bring clarity to you being in the valley of despair and understanding it is a very temporary moment. Where you are at now doesn't mean that's where you'll be a month from now. Where you are at now doesn't mean this is where you'll be a year from now. Has someone else done it before? Yep and yep. So what? Almost said the wrong word there. So what in the heck is holding you back? Someone else has done it. You can get past this. All successful people have made it past the valley of despair. I'll tell you what happens though. Once you made it to success, do you think it ends? Nope. You start bringing people onto your team, people into your world that start here. You now become the mentor. You now become the environment. And you now become a multiplier for someone else to get them to informed optimism and on to success. Very short series this morning. Be more training, baby. What questions do you guys have? Any questions you guys have? Sarah gets a t-shirt. Thank you so much, Sarah. Really appreciate it. What questions do you guys have? What are you going through personally? Where would you, how about this? Everybody watching, please, with transparency, where would you put yourself? What phase would you put yourself in today? What phase would you put yourself in today? Go ahead and do that. Sarah, how can we pull you out of the VOD? Where would you put yourself? The great thing, Sarah, is now there's clarity to what it looks like. It's not just a emotion that you feel that you're on an island by yourself. 99% of the people been there. But now you know what the next thing is. Literally, one step in front of the other. Some days it's every minute that you're walking forward and you're thinking different and you're taking action. It's not a large leap, although it looks like that when you look back a year from now. Oh, IO. Got it. Dave, you're in the valley of despair, struggling to create new business. Dave, you know I can help you with that. We've been talking about that. I got you. Ruben, how early did you start finding your who or other people to help you buy time? How early did I find my, okay, my who. Got it. So very early. My first year in real estate early. I worked at UPS for 12 years. Even then, you get to move up to a position to honestly where you have a who, right? When you're working in the warehouse, you get to a position where it's called picking the truck, where you put the packages within the truck, and then you have a loader who's loading the truck. I started as a loader, but I knew we couldn't get this truck filled fast enough if I was the only loader. So you start identifying a who can be in there called load help, who can be in there for you, and one day could I do the picking where I can call and oversee when we need load help. But in real estate, same year, I realized very quickly, and there's a lot of self-awareness with this too, right? But I realized very quickly I hate paperwork. I suck at it. Instead of pushing through because I wanted to conquer something I wasn't good at, I leveraged it. I gave it away. As a matter of fact, the person who started off doing it, she is an absolute beast right now in the sales position, but that's another story. Great question, Nick. Did I answer your question? Inform optimism. Yeah, Sarah, let's go. You're going up, man. You're going up. So you're probably, I don't know, like right in here. That means you're almost close to success. Keep it up. Tisha, valley of despair. Can you give me a little bit more clarity on that, and then I'll help you through it. Renee, inform optimism. IO. Guys, it's hard. But that's what's great about it. Let me tell you why. Before I got into real estate, people were really beating me down and just saying, dude, why are you going to do that? It's already flooded with other people. It's already flooded with so many other agents. And they really tried beating me down and like encouraged me not to do it and not to quit UPS since I've been there for 12 years and we have everything, right? Like pensions and all that. And I was like, I'm not like everybody else. And by the way, it's hard, meaning that there's a barrier of entry for the success. This is the barrier of entry right here. If I can get past that, that means I can hit that. And by the way, I'm not average. So I won't be the average agent. Renee, I love it. Great job. Great job. Tisha, sorry, I didn't realize you were driving. Sometimes we can be our biggest barrier. 100%. By the way, so I don't know if this is a barrier, but these successful, so ask a successful person if they're successful. They'll say, yeah, but there's still a lot more work to do. They will always say that because they're never stop growing ever. Ever. So when I think of, like, what'd you say, a barrier? Yeah, the biggest barrier. You know who their biggest competitor is? Who's the biggest competitor to success? Successful people. Take a guess. Put it in there. Who is their biggest competitor? Who is their biggest barrier? What is their biggest barrier? Let me hear what you guys got. It's like a rainy day. It's super chill. I'm in my hoodie because it's cold up here in the bonus room. Guys, successful people, who is their biggest competitor? Who's their biggest barrier? I'll go ahead and tell you. It's them. You better believe, and I don't think I look successful to you guys, right? But if I were anywhere near here, I want to let you know I constantly have challenges with not thinking, and full transparency to you guys, constantly thinking I've not done everything I could have done today to get to where I want to be. No matter how much work, how many people I talk to, whatever has happened that day, if we closed the deal, if we didn't close the deal, if we set an appointment, whatever, I always, man, and that's one of my biggest challenges, I don't ever feel like I've done enough. So even here, you still become your biggest barrier. But I think it's what you need in order to keep digging. Remember the example I said in the very beginning about digging a well? So what happens when you hit the water? Do you stop digging? Where we're at now is that we've hit water, but we want to dig more wells because we don't ever feel like we're doing enough. If we can supply more water to the village, isn't that better for everyone instead of just supplying water to me? So I think it's a good thing that you don't feel complete, because by not feeling complete, you get to help complete other people. Hashtag that. Matter of fact, someone post that later. Tag me in it if you want. But yeah, your mind, themselves, 100%. 100%. There are some great books out there that help you get past that. There are great mentors, environments. By the way, is it going to be uncomfortable to move into this environment? You know how many people I talk to that we outline something that works, helps them hit goal, but it takes change of environment. It takes change of circle. It takes having the fierce, uncomfortable conversation with the people that you think are going to hate you forever if you decide to move into a position that betters yourself, your family, and your village. So what do? They teeter-totter down here because they don't ever want to change their environment. Guess what? These people who have changed their environment and their circle with the bearded people look different than their other people. Do you think in 1, 2, 3, 5 years from now, this circle will have changed? The guy who built and this is just no EXP stuff, but like no, whatever. But anyways, the guy who's built EXP just became a billionaire like a month ago. A billionaire. You think his circle may have changed? His circle when he first started EXP, what? I don't know. It went IPO. God, I'm gonna get this wrong. Probably like 5-ish years ago. Guys, your circle will change. It's supposed to change. Your environment is supposed to change. Keeps you uncomfortable. What else you guys got? Love it, man. Love the engagement. You guys are crushing it. Thank you so much. What else you guys got? I'm gonna find a thumbnail somewhere in this for my YouTube video. It's gonna be crazy. What else you guys got? Any questions? Any concerns? Any anything. So if you guys are in the Valley of Despair, if you guys are in Informed Optimism, do you have any questions on what it takes to get to the next level or anything like that? Hit that heart if you're loving this, by the way. Hit that heart and share, please. What you guys got? I love these Be More trainings, free value for you guys. And I just came across this value and I was like, yo, I got to share with my people. If you don't have any questions, you know I'm going to sign off. But I don't want to sign off. My high I wants to stay with you forever and help you get through these cycles. And eventually, here. Let me know if you have any questions. Of course, I'm going to stay on just a little bit longer, guys. I really want to deliver value to you. If you're feeling uncomfortable, you're feeling that like that feeling within you right before you type it out, or you've typed it out and you just deleted the question, that is the barrier of entry to break to the next level, is by sending that question, being uncomfortable, being vulnerable. I just posted something. I posted that thing yesterday to where I said I learned a lot, hitting that 100. And one of the things I learned, well, one, you get stabbed in the back a lot by people you would have never thought, and they're running around here in this market, and people think the world of them, but anyways, let me just jump off that. Been stabbed in the back a lot, but there's a point where you can't be so closed off, because you don't want it to happen again. You can't be so closed off that you don't ever allow new talent, new opportunity to enter your life. You have to be a little open. You have to be a little vulnerable. So guys, be a little vulnerable. What questions do you guys have? And I want to answer it for you. I want to help you through that. It's the uninformed optimism and the informed pessimism and the valley of despair. Informed optimism, success and habits, and they grow. Trevor, the man, the myth, the legend. When you start making changes to your circle, what are your thoughts about not forgetting where you came from regarding your previous circle? Great question. So there are parts in your life and people that you need to bury forever. There are parts of you, and here's the deal, I'm not a psychiatrist. There are parts of you that you need to bury forever, that I did. So I don't want anything to do with certain circles ever again. And I don't even want to remember where I came from in those circles. Sometimes you just have to bury it. For the other people, yeah, I mean, there are people that, again, like at KW, love KW, I left KW, now with EXP, but there are people with KW I will forever be tight with, right? So I'll never forget where I learned things. Man, I learned so much there, right? But I also know that the only way to move to the next level is to surround myself with people on that other level. What am I doing? I don't know. Let's see. Not forgetting where you came from. So I don't forget where I came from, and I still reach out to them. But it kind of goes back to that old formula, which is the plus, the minus, the division, and the subtraction, which is they can stay in my addition quadrant. They can stay there. So part of my old circle, this is a perfect example. I just marked all over myself. Great question, Trevor, because this is what it looks like. Whew. Look at that. I made that mark on accident, and it fits perfect. So the people, remember that life that I was just telling you about? So what I did was I put that life, those people, that circle into my division, because that's what they were doing, dividing my life. So I dropped them off the face of the earth. Negative. So negative people, the negative circle. You have a conversation with them. Say, hey, I'm living a positive life. I want to move through these phases all the way to success. You're with me or you're not with me. But I need you to stop being negative. They don't want to stop being negative? Cool. They drop down here. They want to start being positive? Cool. They move over here. All right, now you get in that other circle, the past circle. But they're always positive. They're always cheering you on. They always love you, and you love them. Cool. They stay there. You don't forget where you came from, and you always entertain them. You always go back to them. You always try to help them. You'll move here, and you're always going to try to bring them to that part of the world, of your world, of their world. But if they don't move there, cool. I'm not going to forget about you, and you're my cheerleader, I'm your cheerleader. But eventually, this is the circle you're constantly trying to put yourself in. The multipliers. These people will recognize that. They'll either be on board or not, and that's fine. This life isn't for everybody. And they can continue to be cheerleaders, and that's okay. So I hope this is another visual to past circles. Did that answer your question, Trevor? I kind of stumbled in the beginning, but boom, it hit me. Great question, Trevor. Oh, Nick was asking the same question. Does that help? You don't forget about them. They can still cheer you on, but you were definitely highly focused on multipliers. Hit that heart if you agree with this. Hit that heart if this is something that has brought clarity to that question. You're very welcome, Trevor. What other questions we got? You're getting close. You really want to ask that question. The time is now. Will you ask it? You could get clarity on something that moves you to the next freaking level. Ask the freaking question. For anybody who's watching this recording, don't stop it, pause it, or get out of this because someone's about to ask a question that could change your life. Hit that heart if you guys agree. What's that question? One more question. It's you. Yeah, it's you. I know you're watching. Yeah, it's you. Hit send. Hit send so we can answer it. This right here just answered a few people's questions. Help not only yourself, but the people who are watching it by asking that question. Go. The emotional cycle of change. It's the way to be. Y'all want me to keep singing? Who's got that next question? Great question, though, Trevor. Love it. Sarah, don't forget to DM me. You get your t-shirt. Ooh, here we go. Alex, I'm definitely an uninformed optimism. Been reading and watching videos and talking to people for quite a while, but I still feel clueless about everything. How can I become more informed? Well, uninformed optimism is very stoked. So where you're probably here. Informed pessimism, right? So you're starting to you feel lost in the sauce. You're kind of out of the excited, just I'm ready to blow this whole thing up, super successful, we're ready to go, and then you move in here and it's a little bit more work than you thought. So, there's something that we say a lot, which is success leaves clues. So all you got to do is find someone who is here or someone who is here and reach out to them. Now, here, there's a secret to this. There's a big secret to this because I do this a lot because I am lost too in some of the things I'm trying to create. So I do reach out to these people, but there's a secret to it. One, reach out to them, and if you set up in a meeting or a conversation with them, be on time. Be on time with these people. Do not waste their freaking time. Be on time, be intentional. Second part, anything that you guys discuss, the activities they tell you, the books they tell you to read, the action items that they give you, basically send them an after action report. Send them the notes that you took. Send them the things you learned from the book that you read. Send them an AAR, right? They send them what happened after the action item that you took. Because what does that do? It shows them that not only did you listen, you took action. And these people, all they care about is action. They want it done, not perfect. So go out there and screw things up, take notes, send it to them, show them that you did it, and that invites you to have another conversation with them. Alex, does that help? Those are 2 actionable items, my friend. Reach out and then send them an after action report. Alex, does that help? Because there's not enough videos, there's not enough books that are going to have you take action. This is your next action. These people will be able to write a book themselves from the things that they learned that they never learned in a book, that they never learned in video. Hit a heart if you guys agree with that. Share with anybody that you think may needs to hear this. You're very welcome, Alex. Do me a favor, Alex. Message me your question, and I can either DM me, direct message me what you're having a problem with or what you need help in. If I can't do it, I'll give you someone's name and number. You can reach out to them and then just do what I said, okay? Because I don't want you making me look bad either. What other questions? Anybody have another question? Great questions, guys. Hit that heart if this is something that has helped you out a ton today. Brought clarity to old circles versus new circles, which that's probably a class on its own. Trevor, make a class about that. An emotional cycle, the clarity behind emotional cycle. Hit that heart. Let me know what you learned today. What are some things you guys did learn today before I sign off, if you don't mind? Something that really resonated with you, something that clicked with you, something that was like a light bulb to you. If you could, put it in the comments so I can read it. Let me know that I'm at least doing an okay job. What's up, Matt? Random. Matt just showing up at the very end. You missed it all. You can go back and watch it. What are some things you guys learned, took away today, something that resonated with you? And then I'll get out of your hair. Thank you for joining me today, though. I really appreciate it. What you got? What you got? Should I just put this down? I kind of like it. So if you guys screenshot or take a picture and share it later, ta-da! I got it for you. What you guys got? Any questions, concerns? I really want to hear the ahas, though. What did you take out of this? Don't start leaving. Everybody leaving now? Give me something. Oh, there it comes. All right, people are coming back. You're lucky we're not in the classroom. I'm like, hey, before you leave, one thing you learned. One thing you learned or took out of today, guys. Shoot it over to me. Trevor, one more question. Dude, I love it. I'm a question guy. I need those questions. What advice do you have for when you are on the upward trend, that informed optimism, and you slip or hit a slump? All right, so maybe I drew this picture wrong. So this is what it looks like. It does not go up like that, all right? So it's more like this. Trevor, does that answer your question? It is not linear. That's what it looks like. It is constant bumps. It is constant failures. Here's something. Right here on that bump, that failure, that slip back. Was that all it was? Would you say that you maybe gained something out of that subtraction in forward momentum? I bet you did. And I bet it's called LM, a learning moment. What about this? How about this one? That one looked like it really sucked. I bet you added something to your arsenal of new thoughts, new tools, new systems, new peoples, new processes. I bet you did. It's supposed to look like that. You're supposed to fall. You're supposed to bump your head. You're supposed to slump. You're supposed to slip. If you're not doing this, you're not trying something new. You're not even taking action. It's supposed to look like that, man. Change your circle. Change your circle. Constantly add multipliers. By doing this thing I told Alex earlier, that's how you change it. My bad, Trevor. I set you up on that one. You're supposed to fall. So one foot in front of the other, learning moment, take it, move to the next level. Hit a heart if you guys agree with that. I don't know where the top went. What else you guys got? Damn, I love it. Great job. Any ahas? Next time I draw it, see, but what did I do, Trevor? I just learned, right? Guess how I'm going to draw this later when I show it to someone else or do a class on it? This is how I will draw it. Or maybe I'll draw it normal in the beginning and then later say, so who thinks it looks like this? And then remind people you're supposed to fall, you're supposed to trip, you're supposed to bump your head, you're supposed to get cut, you're supposed to get bruised, you're supposed to fail. John, you got it, brother. I'll see you Thursday. Right? We still on, right? Questions? Ahas? Comments? There is no try. Oh my gosh. You know who that is? Who's that? That's Yoda. You know what Yoda says, right? There is no try. There is no try. Is there anything else I can do for you? Trevor, man. I freaking love it. Yeah, run a Be More training, Trevor. You're very well spoken. You're lovable. Always looking to do more for other people. Run a Be More training. Find a subject and run a Be More training first quarter of 2021. That would be awesome. What else you guys got? American flag, baby. Greatest country. What you guys thinking? Questions, concerns, comments? Thank you so much for the questions. Any ahas that I need to be aware of? So stuff that you guys learn, light bulb moments, stuff you'll take out of here. Changing circles huge. What else? Trevor, that's what I'm talking about. Trevor, would you be willing to commit to a date here on the Be More training so that everyone knows what date to tune in and watch the great Trevor? Would you be willing to commit to a date today? PC, baby. Look, this is stuff I teach all the time. What did Trevor and I just do? We just did what we call a PC. Anytime someone says they're going to do something, run a PC. P, promise. Trevor just made a promise that he was going to do it. He's on it. The C is then calendar. When are you going to do it? Run a PC. Terry, you late. Dude, I just finished the whole thing. Anyways, go back, watch it. I'm telling you, great Be More training. You guys show Terry what a great Be More training it was by hitting that heart. Show him. It was great, Terry. You're going to love it. Any other questions? Any other ahas? Trevor, you going to commit? What are the light bulb moments that you guys had today? Thank you for the questions. Y'all were so engaging today. Sarah, thank you so much. I do not see that you have DM'd me. Get your free t-shirt for writing those notes for me. What else you guys got? Y'all want to see my February? Awesome. So February 1st Wednesday, whatever date that is, I'm going to write that down later. But February 1st Wednesday, Trevor's going to be running Be More training. Sweet. Any other questions? If not, you know, guys, I'm signing out of here. Sarah, you the best, man. Seriously, thank you. By the way, salespeople aren't jack without great admin, people who write notes, do the contracts, the listing coordinating, all that stuff. We are nobody without them. What you guys got? Anything else? If not, you know, I'm going to sign out of here. I'm going to hit the gym afterwards. Dude, y'all been great though, man. Y'all been great. Thank you so much. This will be going, well, obviously it's recorded here on Facebook, but I will be putting it on my YouTube channel. Please support my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube and subscribe at Proven by Ruben. We have a great series going on right now about investing and all that good jazz. Very much appreciate it. It'll be on YouTube later. But if there's nothing else, awesome. If there's something else, awesome. Just DM me, direct message me, or put it in the comments for others to see, and I'll answer it for others to see as well. Till then, since I don't see any more questions or ahas or anything like that, have an amazing day. Be super productive today. Remember this cycle. If you have to have it up somewhere, identify where you're at and just what the next step is at that point. You know what the next step is. Clarity brings power, guys. So let me know. All right, guys. I don't see anything else. I'm out. In video. Bye-bye.